Hello there YouTube, I am Mr Nuts 1985 and I'm going to talk to you today about the Westlake B2 air rifle. This air rifle in fact. Cheap as chips, Chinese, under 40 quid, comes with a scope and with pellets. Really quite a good deal. Wouldn't recommend that you turn up at any sort of competition shoot with it. However, as far as catching one for the pot goes, can't really fault it. Pretty basic iron sights that come with it. Nothing particularly special about them. They adjust from 10 yards up to 35 yards. Someone did once tell me that this is actually in feet, not yards. However, I don't believe that to be right, because if there's that much of a difference in elevation between 35 foot and 10 foot, pretty certain that this is, 10 foot, it was even lower, I'm pretty sure it's in yards. This here, a lot of people have commented on, apparently is the safety catch. It's not. It's actually the mechanism to release the brake barrel. It's a 2-2 brake barrel. Comes out the factory at about 10.5 to 11.5 foot-pounds. So bear in mind, in the UK the legal limit's 12. So it's fairly powerful. You're not going to get much more bang for your buck as far as power goes. I've had this rifle personally 8 years. There is absolutely no wobble on this barrel whatsoever. I have to have put in its life somewhere in the region of 1,500, maybe 2,000 rounds down this. I have got no wobble whatsoever. None. As you can imagine about that. But the subject of this video isn't this section. The subject of this video is this section. This, can't really fault it. No safety catch, bit of a problem. But other than that, pretty solid, pretty robust. It's taken a knock. I'm not the... I'm a little bit clumsy, should we say. This is the subject of this video. This is awful. It is absolutely terrible. From what I can gather, they dip these. They're not even painted. They have a vat of paint, and then they have a vat of varnish, and then they hang them up to dry. There's runs all over it. There's bubbles all over it. There's chips out of it. This did come with a sticker on it on this side, but I took that off with some nail varnish remover. Also, the swivels appear to be on the wrong side. It's an ambidextrous rifle, but they've put the swivels on it set up for a left-handed shooter. I don't like this. I will be moving them to the other side, which I'll get to in a minute. But please don't think that I'm knocking this stock, because if you're new to guns and you don't want to spend a lot of money and you're semi-competent in DIY, you can do a lot of things with this. Don't look at this as being inferior. Look at this as a blank canvas, because if you sand off this varnish and take off this paint, you can actually get these looking quite nice. There's some other gentlemen on YouTube that have done some good videos about how you can sand these down, how you can get these to look. Also, you can, what I intend to do, I've just ordered some Webtex camo tape. It's a fabric similar to gaffer tape, but it's a fabric based DMP camo. Apparently very, very good for doing this particular job. Very, very good for wrapping barrels, wrapping scopes, wrapping stocks, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand this back, I'm going to wrap it in DMP Webtex camo tape, which was about £5. It really wasn't a lot. I think I got 10 metres for a £5, so well worth looking into. I also intend to cover the barrel, my scope, and some other bits and pieces of kit I've got. But this is very, very customisable piece of kit. As you can see, the butt plate is unfinished, in my opinion. They've just simply scored across it to give it some sort of a grip, but there's no grip there. There's no etching on the handle, so again, very slippy, especially with this varnish. I've actually found that over a long period of shooting, especially in damp conditions or very hot conditions, this can actually give you blisters. It's so shiny that it actually almost becomes tacky and sticky, and you can end up with blisters from shooting, which no one needs or wants. It also smells very strongly of possibly creosote, something along those lines. It's a strong smell. If you have this in a gun bag for a while and you open it, you know about it. But I think that may have something to do with the varnish on it and to do with this horrific paint job. So I will let you know whether the smell gets more or less when I actually refinish it. I intend to say I'm going to swap these swivels over because I personally think they're on the wrong side. I use an SA80 sling, so this gun is either across my chest there, or will be either across my chest there, or across my chest there, depending on where and how I choose to wear it. So I will have to swap them over. But again, with the camo tape, I don't think that's going to be a problem because I was worried about how it would look. But with the camo tape over it, I think it should look okay. Yeah, all in all, a pretty cool piece of kit. I'm going to make another video very soon about how I'm going to do it, how I'm actually going to go about doing this, sanding it down, doing the camo tape, putting a bipod on it, putting a half decent scope on it, and then I intend to do some shooting tests. I have some friends who have got some very, very, very expensive pneumatics, sort of near the £1,000 mark pneumatics, who I'm going to see over Easter. When I go to see them, I intend to do some accuracy tests. I intend to do some pellet tests as well, in regards to accuracy of different brands, because I personally think that the SMK Spitfire pellet is actually a fairly good pellet. As I say, I've managed to hit 2-inch targets at 35 yards with this gun, which is fairly good in my opinion. I can't really knock it. So we're going to do some pellet tests as well. I'll probably make some videos on some ratting as well, because we're going to do some rats and some pigeons and some rabbits and a few other bits and bobs. So that's all to come. I say I will do another video when I actually do this and when I make it look the part. I'm going to call that "What You Can Do with an Old B2", and that videos about pipe smoking, about foraging, fishing, hunting, reptile care, because I have a bearded dragon and a leopard gecko, and I'm possibly going to get a tegu because I really quite like them, but we shall see. But yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see me review or anything you'd like to hear me talk about, please by all means let me know. If you wish to troll my profile, please by all means do. I really quite enjoy it. I get quite a kick out of it. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I don't know why people get so hung up on it. Okay, it can get a bit out of order and it can get a bit personal, but at the end of the day, 99.9% of the people that will say stuff about you online would never dare say it to your face. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will do the next video within the next couple of days. Thanks ever so much.